Good afternoon, students. Please confirm, am I audible? Happy Makar Sankranti to all of you. I know that in some part of the country, tomorrow is Makar Sankranti celebrated, but happy Pongal, happy Lohri to all of you. Please confirm, first of all, that am I audible? Please. And tell other students to join as quick as possible. I cannot wait much more. And if you're comfortable, I should start, I guess. Tell them to join. Come on, tell them to join as soon as possible. All right, I think we should start now. We are good to go. Fine. So, in the last session, we completed the concept of red herring prospectus as well as shelf prospectus. Today, let's start with some more important concept. Next question I want to put here, look how many questions we solved till this question 11. 11 questions we have done. And now the next question here is question number 12. Question number 12. And what this question is all about. Suppose there is a company and company's name is suppose Mr. Milan Limited, and this company has decided to go for 100 crore rupees issue through public invitation. Through what public invitation? Whether prospectus chapter will apply or not apply. What do you think about it? If I want to go for public invitation of 100 crore rupees, will it apply or not apply? It will definitely apply. It will definitely apply, isn't it? Just a second. But for that, it has issued. Excuse me, student, just a second. There is an important call to attend. I'm extremely sorry, students, for the inconvenience. Actually, there was an important call to go with. Yeah. So let's continue with the question. Okay, again, please show your presence. Are you here? I cannot understand why today there are less students. May I know that? Hello? Any specific reason for that? I think your CANSEM exam is got postponed. So what's the reason why there are less students? May I know the reason? How Mahima, Ishika, Shruti? Not very much sure. Are all the people comfortable with the teaching method? Huh? Are they really interested in C inter-study? Because this is not the way to go with that. That's why. All right. So let's go with this concept now. So there's a company called Milan Limited. It's a festival in South India, sir. But if it is festival, it is celebrated tomorrow. No, not today. Right. Whatever. Oh, today itself, sir. Okay. Fine. By the way, I should continue, I guess. Let's continue with this. So, Milan Limited having 100 crore rupees issue public invitation here, and it has issued somewhere around 25 lakhs forms across the country. 25 lakhs forms got printed and circulated across the country. Across the country. 25 lakhs forms. And according to the law, every form must contain the copy of prospectus. So can you imagine if one prospectus has almost near to 500 pages? Can you imagine the stationery cost which will be incurred by Milan Limited? It would be 25 lakhs prospectus. It's too huge. So is there any remedy? Is there any remedy for Milan Limited not to issue, not to issue such, or not to attach, not to attach such prospectus to each form? So that's what my question over here is. Because 25 lakhs forms and each and every form contains the final prospectus. Yesterday I showed each prospectus contains almost around 500 pages. So 25 lakhs multiplied by 500 crores of rupees will be wasted just for prospectus printing. And worst part of the story is, do you really think that everyone is going to study in detail? Everything is going to read each and every point? No, not at all. Not at all. And that's why, what is the solution? All right, let's understand about the solution now. But before I go with the solution, all of you people are comfortable with the question now? Hello? Are you clear with the question? Are you clear with the question? All right. How the question is going there? Excuse me. Okay, what is the solution now? Let's solve this question. Question number 12. The solution is given under section 33. Now your question is, what is section 33 talks about? So rather guys, section 33 talks about very important concept of the prospectus, and name of that concept is abridged prospectus. Abridged prospectus. What do you mean by abridged prospectus? You see that it is not possible for the companies to issue the final prospectus to everyone, because if company is going for that, it will incur, to it the huge cost of stationery. Abridged prospectus is contained under section 33, which allows the company to make the summary of the prospectus. To prepare the summary of the prospectus. It also allows that instead of the final prospectus, company may attach such abridged prospectus along with form. Now you won't believe, but abridged prospectus maximum pages would be 44 to 45 in some tiny forms. But there are certain guidelines. What kind of guidelines are there? Guidelines regarding the format, guidelines regarding the fonts, then guidelines regarding the font size. Okay, guidelines regarding the matters to be included while issuing the abridged prospectus. So if you are preparing the abridged prospectus, here the company must have to take care of all these matters. The format as per the provided by ROC and the SEBI, fonts, font size, what is the matter, whatever is provided by company law, you have to take care of that. But after following this, it would be around 44 to 45 pages. Further, it says that abridged prospectus, I will call it as a AP. Abridged prospectus must contain the address. Now, what kind of address? Okay, you tell me, even if it is abridged prospectus which contains the summary of the final prospectus, but understand guys, final is always final. No one can compete with final, isn't it? Hello? What if any applicant before investing in the company wants to check the final prospectus? Then how to go with that? Is there any possibility that if any applicant wants to see the detailed 500 pages of the prospectus, whether access should be given to him or not? Answer would be absolutely yes, it should be given. How? So abridged prospectus must contain the address where applicant can access the final prospectus. It also must contain the number of hours open for inspection. For example, you have to write like this, that it is available at so and so address, and the number of hours which is open for inspection is, number of hours which are available for inspection is from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Like this you have to provide. And if you are attaching this average prospectus with the form, it would be considered as good as you attach the final prospectus with the application form. So guys, in this question, which section will be helpful to Milan Limited? Answer will be section 33 will be helpful to Milan Limited. All right. Now, actually, section 33 is specifically excluded by ICI from the examination questions. But trust me, guys, I don't trust on ICI, and that is why I want you to please have these notes and just to read it once. All right, just to read it once. Just a second. Yes, this is fine now. Just a second. Yes, like this. Let me make it like this so that you can. Sir, why is that there has been a separate mention of red herring and the shelf prospectus? Don't they come under an official document issued as a prospectus which has a public invitation to? Yes, actually they are official document just because they are separately included in the definition. If it was not included in the definition, then red herring prospectus and the shelf prospectus was never ever considered as the final prospectus. If these two words were not there in the definition, that means if you would have issued draft prospectus, red herring prospectus, provisions of prospectus wouldn't have applied. So just to give them treatment as good as the official prospectus, they have included these two in the definition to avoid the confusion. Otherwise, the people may get a lot of confusion, you know. That's why. I want all of you to just take the snapshot of this provision over here. All right. Read it and type the word done once it is done. Any paragraph, if you could not understand, let me know on that, please. Then why is not abridged prospectus also separately mentioned? Understand, abridged prospectus is not a final prospectus, but it is a summary. It is just a statement. It is just a statement. It is the representation of the final prospectus. It's not itself a final prospectus. So by anyhow, abridged prospectus cannot be considered as the main prospectus. Just for sake of easiness, just for the sake of easiness, it is said that you can issue to the members, that's all, to the applicants, that's all. So abridged prospectus, I'm telling you, no, it is not a final prospectus. It is just the summary of the prospectus. And if it is not a prospectus, how can it be the part of definition, Mahima? How can it be definition of prospectus? So obviously I can say abridged prospectus is not a prospectus. It is just the summary of prospectus. Okay. Type the word done once it is done, guys. Please do that. I hope it is done. Then I can go to the next concept. All right. Write in the next few questions, and I will not solve it. I will just simply give the answer to that questions. Write down over here. The next question says about question number 13, which talks about that under what circumstances the prospectus doesn't need to be issued. Write on this question. Under what circumstances it doesn't need to be issued. So just have this. So during this much situation, it is not required to be issued. It is not required to be issued. Are the fonts visible? Of course, they're too tiny. And wait, instead of that, I have another idea. Let me have that. Screen is lagging. Why? All right, I think this much would be fine for everyone. Just copy this. Once it is done, type the word done. Once read all the points. Any point you could not understand, let me know on that. Is it done? I can see only two students are responding. What others are doing there? If you've done, please let me know so that I can get the judgment here. क्या कर रहे हो? All right. Let's try to solve the another question. Again, it is the theoretical. And what is written here? Again, guys, it is the theoretical question. Not much explanation is expected here. Write down over here. What's the next question number? Question number 14. Question 14. Please write down the question. When registrar shall refuse the registration of prospectus. So under what circumstances prospectus can be refused by registrar? Okay, Jayesh, doubt is, sir, can you explain the fourth point? Sure. Okay, what is the question? When prospectus is not required to be issued. So if you read all these 4 points, common answer is when it is not issued to public. When it is not issued to public, prospectus doesn't require to be issued. Do you agree with me? All of you? Hello? Look at this. Private company, then public company, when promoters or directors feel that can mobilize resources uh, without it is offered to the public, not required. If you are going for the existing holders of the shares, that's called the right issue. What the 4 points is? Where the issue relates to the shares or debentures which are or to be uniform in all respect with the shares or debentures previously issued and dealt in and quoted on the recognized stock exchange, section 26 subsection 2. It is about the shelf prospectus. Understand if it is all okay, no, I'm sorry, not a shelf prospectus. What is written over here? Uniform. Uniform in the sense what? Already previously issued. Look, this point says about the right issue. Fourth point it says about bonus issue. You tell me, if I talk about the bonus issue, can I say it is the same shares or same category of the security? Just numbers will be increased because of you have the excessive reserves and the surplus. So fourth point is talking about the bonus share. All right. Same thing if you're issuing in excess of that, uniform. Then even in the case of bonus share, you don't require to issue prospectus. All right. Now, under what circumstances the RC has the right to refuse it? So it is given under section 2, sorry, under section 26, subsection 7. Under these many circumstances, guys, RC has the power and the right to reject the all right answer. Yes. Write it down here. If it is not dated, if it is yeah, like this. Simply just go by this. Simply just go by this. Any point if you could not understand, let me know. Look, this is very basic concept. You people do not need me in this. एक बार read कर लो बेटा. After then we have some advanced concepts. Hey guys, are you people fine if such easy concepts I give you to be done by on your own? Such advanced concepts, I will devote my time. Is it fine with you, or I should read one by one the sentences which are written over here? I hope it's fine with all of you, right? Okay. Read it. Any particular point, if you could not understand, you can let me know on that. Okay. Any doubt? Any doubt? All right. So look, basically it tries to say the certain statements, what should be there if they are not included. ROC has the right to reject your prospectus. If proper date is not mentioned, certain declarations, reports are not mentioned, certain consents are not taken, what's supposed to be there, if it is not properly signed by every person who's supposed to sign there. All right, so if these kinds of requirements are not met there, then obviously ROC has the right to reject your prospectus. All right, now we are going to go with another very, very important section. That's called the section number 25. Let's go with the question number 15 now and make the question number 15 as 10 stars. Very important, very, very important concept. All right, let's go with the question now. Question goes in this way. Suppose there is a company called Ishika Limited. Ishika Limited. And this company is very much new to the market. New to the market. It doesn't have much reputation in the market. You tell me, if you are new to the market, you are not very much known to the market, and now if you want to take the shares subscription from the people, will you really get a good success? What do you think? If your reputation is not well much known to the people, your company is not that much reputed, you perform, it's like you're totally new, unknown to the market. Will you be able to get good amount of money from the people? Answer will be no. So what is the best option here? What is the best option here? In this case, company went for offer for sale contract with Kotak Mahindra Bank. Right down. Hence, company enters into the contract with Kotak Mahindra Bank for offer for sale. Offer for sale. Company enters into the contract with the Kotak Mahindra Bank for offer for sale. All right. Kotak Mahindra Bank issues offer document containing advertisement. Issues offer document containing advertisement. Advertisement inviting public to buy the shares of Ishika Limited. Now, this is very important fact in the question. Further question says that advertisement document contains certain wrongful information. Some wrongful information contains some material wrongful information, which is inconsistent with the provisions of the prospectus. All right. So advertising document contains some material wrongful information. Okay. Certain applicants filed the complaint against the company stating that it is the violation of the provisions of Prospectus chapter of Companies Act. Explain or examine the validity of the claim. Examine the validity of the claim. I know even the question itself is not understood by all of you, but I want all of you to just note it down, the question first of all, and then I will explain that what question actually is trying to say, and then how to answer this. Until you understand this question, section 25 will be very much difficult for you to be understood. All right. Do that. Written, very good. So let's start now solution of this question. But before that, let's analyze the question. The first word, what is written over here, is the offer for sale. Offer for sale. What do you mean by the term called the offer for sale? Okay. So suppose here there is a company. All right, as you can check it over here, that company is not in the position. This is a company. And the company is not in the position to go directly to the people to issue the shares. Did you notice in the question? It is clearly written that it is new to the market. It is new to the market. So what company decided? Company approached another financial institution called Kotak Mahindra Bank. Kotak Mahindra Bank. And requested Kotak Mahindra Bank, what kind of request company made? They told Kotak Mahindra Bank that, brother, you first of all take my shares. Understand, this is very interesting. You take my shares, all the shares. I will transfer all my company shares in your name, and later on you need to transfer the shares to public. And for that I will give you some commission. For that I will give you some remuneration. Isn't it a beautiful arrangement? Isn't it a beautiful arrangement? Company has transferred all the shares to Kotak Mahindra, and now Kotak Mahindra has a lot of network, isn't it? Its customers, its investors, a lot of people are there. So later on, Kotak Mahindra Bank will transfer these shares to public. Are you able to see this arrangement? Hello? Huh? Company will transfer to Kotak Mahindra will transfer it to public. Tell me, which transfer will be more effective? If company will try to sell these shares directly to public, there are chances to get failure. So what company did is company first of all transferred all its 100% shares to Kotak Mahindra Bank, and then Kotak Mahindra Bank will slowly transfer, or instead of transfer will sell these shares to public. And for that, obviously, look, Kotak Mahindra Bank cannot directly convince the public. Even Kotak Mahindra Bank has to advertise a lot. And that is why it issued the advertisement document. Understand? It issued what? Advertisement document. And this document contains certain wrongful information. So my question is, wrongful information in the advertisement document, is it considered as wrongful information in the prospectus? In short, my question is, this advertisement document issued by Kotak Mahindra Bank, is it considered as prospectus or not? Is it a prospectus or not? That is only the question under question number 15, if you look at it. Have you understood the question now? Now look, prospectus is something what is issued by the company itself. But the one of the arguments what is taken over here, the advertisement document is not issued by company itself. It is issued by whom? Answer the question. It is issued by whom? Huh? It is issued by Kotak Mahindra Bank. It's not issued by. It is not issued by company itself, but it is issued by Kotak Mahindra Bank. So company is not involved directly in this advertisement. So look, there are two arguments over here. Argument number one, some people are saying it is the sale. What do you mean by sale? Company sold to Kotak Mahindra and Kotak Mahindra is selling to public. Now look, take the question in this way. Take the question in this way. Suppose there are three parties. First of all, Mahima, she sold her shares to Ishika, and Ishika further sold these shares, let's say, to Jayesh. But while selling it to Jayesh, Ishika used a lot of statements that this company is wonderful, this company's future is very good, and there are you getting me? ये company कितनी अच्छी है, ये company वैसी है, ऐसी है. So Ishika told a lot of statements to sell those shares. If information or statements used by Ishika are wrong or false, answer the question, student, that those advertisement statements used by Ishika to sell her shares to Jayesh, if these advertisement statements are considered as prospectus or not. If you compare these two examples, are these two examples almost similar or not? Look, companies transfer the shares to Kotak Mahindra and then Kotak Mahindra is selling to public. In my second example, Mahima has transferred the shares to Ishika. Actually, it is Mahima Limited, let me tell you. Company gave to Ishika and now Ishika is giving to Jayesh. Are these two examples same or different? What do you think about it? Look, this concept is little bit tricky, that's why I'm going in detail. Primary market and secondary market. Very good, Jayesh. You are close to the answer, but expecting other students to answer well. Uh, you know what is the disappointing thing is more students are not participating. I can see here Milan is there, After then here Angela is there, Prem is there, Monisha, Deepya, Kritika. But the question is why they are not answering this. Sriram is there. कैसे इस क्लास में कुछ बोलो, कुछ बोलो, हाँ, कुछ बोलो बच्चे. Are you interested in CA Inter or not? I'm really I can. This is not the same batch was I was used to teach. I have a doubt on this. Come on, Ray. ऐसा कभी देखा नहीं था. Are you people there? Show your presence by typing the word present. चलो देखना चाहते हो how many of you are really attending the class. All right. Oh, that means you are there. Good. But you are not responding. All right. Sriram's doubt is, can you repeat the question? Okay, let me tell you again, guys. There are two different examples I have pointed you out, right? You have to tell me that these two examples are same or different. In the first example, company transferred all the shares to KMB because company doesn't have that much confidence that if it goes directly, it would be able to sell all the shares to the people. That's why it appointed one of the reputed institution called Kotak Mahindra Bank, and through it got the shares transferred to the different people. And for that, KMB, Kotak Mahindra Bank will definitely get certain shares. Mahima Limited, second example is Mahima Limited issued the shares to Ishika, and now Ishika has transferred the shares to Jayesh. But in both of the cases, they have used certain advertisement statements. My question is whether this advertisement is considered as prospectus or not. That is a simple question. Is it a prospectus or is it a prospectus? That is only the question. So can you consider this as a prospectus or not? Is it a prospectus or this is a prospectus? All right, very good, Mahima. The first is prospectus, second is not, but why? Okay, let's understand this. Look, the simple reason is the first example, what I have pointed out over here, it is not a sale, it is offer for sale. Understand? It is offer for sale. Whereas the second example, what I presented, it is a sale by Ishika. Now, what is the difference between these two? Understand here the Kotak Mahindra Bank, it's not independent shareholder. It is the agent of company. Do you agree with me? Here KMB is agent of Ishika Limited, isn't it? So can I say the Kotak Mahindra Bank, it is just a representative, or I can call it like an agent. So even if KMB is transferring the shares to public, it is not transferring in its individual capacity. You tell me whatever money Kotak Mahindra Bank is going to receive at the end of the day, that money will be given back to whom? Can I say it is to company? Kotak Mahindra Bank is not going to keep that money with itself. It will be transferred to the company and the company will pay commission on that. Whereas over here, company Mahima Limited has nothing to do with this sale. So another, you understand here, the difference here is in first example, Kotak Mahindra Bank is playing as agent. Second, company is interested in the transfer by Kotak Mahindra Bank to public. Third, Kotak Mahindra Bank will earn remuneration in terms of commission. However, in second example, if you check, In second example, point number one, company is not interested in the transfer. Ishika independently the shares, and Ishika is not the agent of company, not the agent of company. Are you clear to this? Hello? Is it clear to all of you? Hello? So that is the fundamental difference. And second, you write on the fourth, it is offer for sale. So when guys you are selling the shares on behalf of somebody else, it is offer for sale. All right. And here it is sales. Are you clear with this? Okay, thank you. Hope it is done. So over here, guys, now have you understood the question? Now have you understood the question? Now have you understood the question? So look, understand in this advertisement statement, the company itself is interested, and that's why what law says, the company indirectly is involved in this transfer to public, and that is why even if this advertisement document is issued by mediator, that is the Kotak Mahindra Bank, it will be considered as not a prospectus, but it will be considered as write down deemed prospectus. Deemed means it is assumed as prospectus, deemed prospectus, and all the provisions of prospectus will, as it is applies, will as it is apply to such deemed prospectus. Are you getting this point? Hello? All the provisions will as it is applied to such deemed prospectus. Okay, and where it is mentioned, as per section number 25. As per section 25. As per section 25. So this over here, this advertisement document is considered as, answer the question. Over here it is considered as deemed prospectus. All right. Copy this much and then I have one cross argument to this. Now, what is the, okay, I hope it is done. Thank you, Prem. Fine. Now, can you see the one important problem in this entire transaction? The problem in this transaction is, you see, whenever the officers ask Kotak Mahindra Bank, it can lie, no? It can lie. It can simply say that sorry, we did not have any arrangement with the company, and we are independently selling these shares to public. How much time it takes for lying? Can they lie? Answer the question. Easily, they can say it's not an offer for sale, it is sale. And officers have to believe because you see, it is very difficult to prove. If it is difficult to prove, if somebody lies, that whether it is sale or offer for sale, right? That's what proving is very difficult. Now, understand? If look, Mahima, contract can be manipulated better. Contract can be manipulated in order to show to these officers. It can easily be manipulated. So how much time it takes to get them manipulated? Simply, company says it is a sale, KMB say it's a sale. So government officers can easily be fooled, isn't it? Hey, do you agree with this argument? All of you, I'm asking, hello? Government officers can easily be fooled by this. If company says it is a sale, Kotak Mahindra Bank says it is a sale, easily they can be, excuse me. Got it? So government is very smart. So law says that sometimes we know the nature and the mentality of all these arrangements and the adjustments. And that is why they have provided the two circumstances that from the books of accounts of company and such mediator, if following situation is found, then even if you are claiming it is sale, officers will believe it as offer for sale. Offer for sale. In one of the attempts, this question was there that under what circumstances, so you can call it as the next question. The next question is the question number 16 here, write down. Under what circumstances law will assume the transaction as offer for sale? Under what circumstances the law will assume the transaction as offer for sale? All right. So there are two circumstances, and if you want to understand these two circumstances, you need to have practical clarity about the nature of investment. First of all, look, sale means what? A company has given shares to you, so for you it is what? Can I say for you it is investment? Answer the question. If company has transferred you the shares, and if it is really a genuine transaction sale, so can I say it is investment for you? Hello. Second thing, if it was investment for you, generally you invest in the company for short-term purpose or long-term purpose. Look, short-term purposes are always considered as speculation and not as investment. Understand? Investments are always intended for the long-term purposes only. Are you getting me? Short-term वाले always speculations होते हैं. So there are two different reasons. First is if it is investment, then two important factors need to be considered. Point number one, long holding. Second important is, you tell me if the company allots you the shares, it puts that investment on credit based. Credit based in the sense like money needs to be paid instantly, or company keeps it on credit that fine, brother, you take the shares right now and pay me after 3 months. In the share market, the amount is kept on credit or you have to pay cash instantly. Answer the question. You have to pay instantly. All right. These two important factors are there. Hence, the government of India believed that while we check the books of accounts of here Kotak Mahindra Bank and company, and if it is found either of these two situations, situation number one and situation number two. What is the situation number one? All the shares transferred by company is transferred to public within 6 months. Company will believe it as offer for sale. Because if it was really investment for you, why did you transfer all the shares to people within 6 months? Isn't it a good question? Hello? If Kotak Mahindra Bank says that it was a genuine investment, then why do people transfer the shares to people within 6 months? That is also gradually. Why did you do that? So here law says if all the shares are transferred by the company to the public within 6 months, law will assume this as offer for sale and not sale. Even if you are claiming it is sale, law will not believe in that. Law is not stupid, okay? वो बेवकूफ नहीं है, वो पागल नहीं है, वो इस चीज को जानेंगे, उस चीज को मानेंगे. Or means the second type of situation here. Or if company has not received whole consideration for the shares transferred, again the law will assume it is offer for sale. Hey, do you really understand these two exceptions? Come on. Or two situations or the circumstances of offer for sale? I'm asking to all of you, and I would be more pleased, students, if you keep on responding, because your one response motivates me to go further. So my request is, don't be lazy in replying into the chat box. It is not for you, it is for the teacher, okay? Because in online, taking judgment is not easy, okay? Thank you. These two conditions are not concurrent. In between these two, there is a word or is written. What does it mean? If this condition is found, law may assume offer for sale. And even if this is there, law may assume offer for sale. All right, now let's go with the notes. Write in the notes, guys, one by one. Write in the notes for that. Notes are going to be a little bit long, so write down here one by one. Copy these notes first of all. Okay, here the KMP, Kotak Mahindra Bank, is considered as issuing houses. These mediators are considered as issue houses. All right, issue houses. So do not get confused. What is issue houses? Done? All right. Write down the second type of note here. Read it, and look. What is my intention is instead of reading it at a home, complete a reading in the class itself. So after going to home, it would be just a small overview and revision. That's all. Okay. Read it in the class itself, and if you are not comfortable with anything, you please let me know on this. Okay. Type the word done. Once it is done, then I will go to the next note. Thank you, Shruti. I hope it is done. So I can scroll down and I can go to the next note. Done. All right. These two are the circumstances what I just told you about. Those circumstances all are present. All right. Once you completed, my request is you can take the 5 minutes break. Is it fine? Or I should continue if you want. All right. I can understand this. Read it particularly, and if you could not understand any terminology, any statement, any sentence, my request is you please let me know on that. Okay, let me know on that. Thank you. All right, students, so welcome back here. And am I audible? Please confirm. So today is festival. So my plan is okay. There's one more topic, but fine. Let's enjoy today. आज थोड़ा जल्दी से जाइए. Let's shut the shop for the day. All right. कल करेंगे. Enjoy your festival. Okay. Happy Makar Sankranti. Happy Pongal to all of you. All right. Good luck. Enjoy.